Out of the 30 plus jobs in the Navy, you might be thinking, okay, what job is the best one for me? What job is going to give me the better benefits in the civilian life, if you're even considering that, or something to consider, which one will give me the best orders, as in being stationed worldwide. And in this video, I'm going to go over, in my opinion, what the best rates are from what I've seen and what I've experienced. And we're going to jump into that. But first and foremost, welcome to my page. I am Charlon, and on my page, I'll talk about military things to help you in and outside of uniform, whether it's at work or whether it's at home. But with that being said, let's jump into it. And I have this broken down into 5 different categories. 5, wherever the 5 shows up at. And with that, I've experienced different people's orders in in CMS ID, what people call now My Navy Assignment. And just out of curiosity, because not only can you look up your orders, but you can look up other people's orders. So you might be thinking, what's My Navy Assignment? What My Navy Assignment is, in a nutshell, it is a website that is used for you to select where you would want to go order-wise. So let's say you're stationed in San Diego, like I am. And then in My Navy Assignment, it will show you all the places that are available for you, your job, in your rank. And without jumping into the A2P and all that, we'll just stick with Chief Petty Officer. So E7, Chief Petty Officer. So you're going to go in there and you're going to select and see what orders are available according to your job. There's sea and there's shore. And then from there, you select your top 7, if I'm not mistaken. Sometimes you can select 5. You don't have to select all 7. If I'm wrong, someone just let me know. And then from there, after some time, if you get your first look, perfect. If not, then you get other looks. Then you'll get selected for those orders. But this isn't the whole thing about My Navy Assignment. This is about those order selections and areas. With my job being an OS, shout out to the OSs out there, our job is predominantly at sea, so we won't get those great billets. Great billets in the sense of being worldwide. But you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. But with that being said, let's jump into category number 1. And this is in no particular order. This is just the order of which I wrote it down. And of course, I have my notes right here. And disclaimer, I haven't worked with any air rates. I know AC, they do air traffic control, so I think they can go anywhere. But since I'm not familiar with air rates and what they can do, then they're not a part of this video. But if you are air rate or familiar with that and how their job is order-wise and civilian-wise, please just comment down below. I would love to hear from you. But moving on, the first one we have is admin. You have to realize, of all the things that we need in the world, in no order, one of them is admin. So you have your yeomans, your personnel specialists, and I put officers under admin as well, regardless of what your specialty might be. In my eyes, they fall under admin because you need those anywhere. I've known a YN that got orders to Saudi Arabia. I've seen orders for PSs in Germany, some in Australia. And the thing is, you're doing your job, it's just in a different area. And I always thought that was pretty cool. I'm not going to jump into the big thing in a nutshell, but also with all of these, I have a little tip and hint for you, whether you're already in, you're thinking about joining, or you're getting out. So number 2 is security. You need security any and everywhere. You know, whenever you get on base, you see the police, you see the military police, and you'll see anybody else that's standing guard. So with that, it'll be your MAs, your GMs, or anybody else that works in security. You need security anywhere in the world. I've seen orders for MAs in Greece, in, of course, Japan, and UK, and sometimes like Austria, or somewhere not including special programs. So just consider that in a nutshell, because you need security anywhere. So 3, health, HMs. You need those everywhere. So that's another big one. So I won't go down a rabbit hole and explain all that to you. Hospitals are needed everywhere. We need healthcare everywhere. A big one, supply. So your logistics, your cooks, and your RSs. You need supply. So if you're out in the middle of nowhere, what do you need? Hey, we need more ammo. What do? They hit up someone. Supply comes from NAVSUP, Navy Supply, and they come help out with the mission. Supply is needed everywhere. And last but not least, this is, mind you, this is my opinion from what I've seen, is Intel, which is your ISs and your CTs. You need Intel just about any and everywhere too. And those orders are pretty much worldwide. And for myself as an OS, for sure duty, I might get Cali, which is cool. I might get Norfolk. I might get, Yokosuka, Japan, which is cool. But it's not common for me to get orders to Greece or orders to UK or orders to Singapore. Those rarely pop up. But for these jobs right here, in which they're needed all over the world, they're going to be more open to them. So with that being said, I had admin, security, health, supply, and Intel. And Intel, my hand's looking woozy right now. And Intel. And with those, you can go any and everywhere in the world, or you have a better location selection regarding orders. And a little thing for you is, if you're selecting this job or you're choosing this job, all of those, not only do they apply in the military world, they also apply in the civilian world also, because you need all 5 of those things: admin, security, health, intel, supply. So all those can work out and help whenever you transition to the civilian life, and if you still want to work in that field. So you need admin any and everywhere. Security, those can be at stores. You can be a police officer. Health, self-explanatory. You can work in a civilian hospital, or you can work at the hospital on base. Supply, any and everywhere. And the same thing with Intel. There are plenty of civilians that have done X amount of years. You don't always have to retire to get these jobs, which I think is very helpful and useful, because some people might be overwhelmed thinking that, well, this person served for 20 years. But if you have the experience, you have the knowledge, your resume is great, then you're good. And my last little bonus for you, if you are considering joining, or you're in or getting out, go to certain websites. Go to websites like LinkedIn and type in your job. Type in, let's say, logistics specialists, or go to places like usajobs.gov or clearance jobs and see what comes up for your job. If that's something you're interested in, it's something that you want to do. I find it to be pretty useful, and so just go ahead and check that out. So in this, I wrapped up, in my opinion, the top 5 jobs that are great location and order wise, and good in transitioning civilian wise. You might think, oh, well, you left out some because I know OS is good, blah, blah, blah. But I'm talking about like great, like worldwide. Like they can go anywhere. They have better options and selections compared to other people. But with that being said, thank you for watching. And if you haven't seen it already, go ahead and check out my funnies that I have up there, wherever my finger's pointing at. Go ahead and check that out, and the playlist that I have also, especially the book that I highly, highly recommend, not just for you, but for your spouse and others. With that being said, thank you for your time, and have a great day.